Well, hello guys, welcome back to this Laravel tutorials, which is we already started to create our blog. So in the previous video, is that we already created these links. It's very simple. It's just composed of anchored HTML tags, and then we already started to create our first CRUD functionality of the tag, which is the data insertion. It's this one. We already created this form also, right, in the previous video, and then once we put some data here, it's automatically saved in the database blog and table tags. So what, like I said, in the next in the previous video, is that what we are going to do next is to create is to complete our CRUD functionality of the tag. So let's start. So in order for me to get this data, of course we need a model, which is to connect into this database table. And then of course we already done the migration, which is the migration files that we run in the previous session of this video. The migration is here, so we've already done that. And then what we're going to do next is to display this list of data into our HTML HTML blog content, which is the tag here, the tag section, the tag page. So let's start. So for me, I'm not good to look at this kind of design, so for me I'm better to use Bootstrap. By the way guys, we already using Bootstrap here. I think it's automatically loaded with Laravel. It's the default. And then it's for your reference, it's this kind of is this link is the Bootstrap. You can just go to that website and see what kind of HTML content that you are going to put in our blog here. So in our case, what we're going to do is we use the table to display the list of this tag data. So let's do it. So here I go to Bootstrap, and then I go to this one. I just need to copy that so that we cannot use a lot of time on coding of that one. So here let's use another okay, another one. Let's see another one, because I want to transfer this one into here, and this one is to something like that. Oops, let's just say here h2. Okay, and then let's put it bottom, and then let's just put some break here. And then what we're going to do is to put this table below, let's see, and then customize it to the things that we are needed to put here. The tag has the title, the tag has a description, the tag has a created date, the tag has a updated date. Oops, let's make it. We're just going to remove the other ones. So here, okay, let's test. So as you see, it's a little bit there's a little bit of change here. So what we're going to do is we're gonna remove this one. I think this one is not needed anymore. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to do is to create a query using the table. Actually, I already created the table, so let's try to delete that. So this is the original script in the controller, which is the index. So what we're going to do is to use the model that I said we need a model to connect to the database here. Actually, it can be we can not It's also available not to use model, but since we use Laravel, we are going to use the standard that have to use that, which is because this one is an MVC framework, so we use model. So what we're going to do is to use the model. So here I'm going to create a variable which is a array, and then inside the array I'm going to create an object which is calling the model, and then I'm going to use all, which is this this syntax is calling the model of the tag, and then it's the same like so like asterisk from tag, from table tag. So that's this code is doing, and then it should expect that it has all the list of data inside the tag table, which is this table. So you should expect that it has this data, and then what we're going to do is to pass this data variable into the view, so that it is available for the view to create some for loop to iterate each data inside this variable. Yeah. So let's go to the view, and then let's try to create some for loop. So PHP, actually guys, you can use the normal syntax of PHP like this one. It's basically the same as this at PHP, and then also you can also use like echo something like that, or maybe a variable, something like var here. It's and then in the syntax of the Laravel blade, you can also use just this one, variable, so or text, something like that. So let's use the blade template syntax and PHP. So we don't need this. I think we can directly use the for each tag, and then and for each. So yeah, I think, and then of course we put we put this variable into this as a parameter here, so it means that it can be called inside the view. Data is let's say row as normal, and then we can just put this thing inside of the for each. And what we're going to do is to echo the row and then the title, and then let's just copy that so that we cannot waste time to manually coding this kind of stuff. So of course the ID, title, description, created it's at, because it's here, I created it, and then it's updated. Oop. And then also this one, it's okay. Let's see. Okay, so as you see guys, we've successfully get all the data inside this table, which is the tag inputs that we have inserted using this form, using the first CRUD that we've done in the last video. So it's successfully displayed. So what we're going to do is of course to complete the CRUD. So what are the missing do you think guys? For me, the missing is of course the update and then the delete one, because the create we already have the create, which is the first one we've done, and then we already have the get, which is we list all the data from the table, and then the next thing is we need to have is the update and then the delete one. So CRUD is like create, update, delete. Oops, see CRUD it's create, create. So the create one is this one, and then the read is create is also this one, the read, create, read, and update, and then delete. So update and delete is the missing, so let's do that. Okay, for me, I want to create another table column here, which is I will call the action. So I'm going to add also an action here. So what do you think what we're going to put there? Of course, some buttons, small buttons like, or maybe an icon, but for this one we're going to put text. So here what we're going to do is to edit or delete. So let's see. So of course this one should be clickable like this one. So we are going to put some anchor tag, of course. End of that is anchor tag. So it should be this. It should be like anchor, and of course an anchor tag composed of a href attribute inside of it to work. So what we're going to put here is that we're going to pass the parameter of id, which is this one, into the link that we're going to create. So here I want to create some link, like since we already have the tag, so for me it's a something like tag, okay, tag, and then the id here, and then edit, so like that, and then also the same as here, but it should be delete. But I don't want to do the hard code something like this. The id is this one, should put it here, but I don't want to have a hard code like I said, because for me it's very hard code. Like you can see, all I want to do is to call a route name, which is very simple, and then you can just pass the parameter of the id, because that's what we're going to use to delete a data specifically. So let's create a basic specific CRUD for that. So I already created that, so as you see guys here, so we have an route name tag edit, which is this one, and it has a parameter of id, and then the first one is a get here, which is a get request, which means that once we click this one, if it's clickable, it's a get request, which is the one that you are going to view via web or maybe accessible, something like that, because it's a get request. And then second one is a post, because we are going to use this post route for updating the data that we are going to update. And then it has also a get for the delete, because for me it's just a, for the sake of this tutorial we are going to use the very basic things to do. Okay, so we're going to use that. So the name of the route is tag edit, so I'm going to go here, and then what we're going to do is just of course route, and then what is the name of the route? Of course it's a tag edit, and then it has a parameter of id, so we need to put the id here, which is the row, and then the id, and actually it's also the same as the below with the edit. So this one should be edit, oh, so delete, sorry. So we should expect the same link as this one. As you see here, like here there is a black there's a black link here. If you navigate that into the link, you see tag one delete, tag one delete, and the one is edit. So if we refresh that, we should expect the same. So let's see. So as you see guys, it's almost the same, even though we just called a route, which is, for me it's advisable to do that, because you don't want to change it. But what if you want to change the route? I mean, you think that you want to change the route, and then what you're going to do is you have a lot of views that is that has a route which is not dynamic. So what we're going to do is to find those views and change manually. So with the use of route name, you don't need to change this one. All you need to change is this, and it will automatically it will automatically updated because you are calling this one. Use the name, the route name. I mean. Okay. Okay. So once we click this, I think we should have a blank because it doesn't have yet a page for that. So let's create. So here I called the tag controller and then a show. So let's see if we already have a this kind of function. So yes, we already have, but it's empty, so that's why this one is blank, white page only. So let's try to return a view. Return a view of a tag that show, and then let's pass the data. Of course, we're going to create the data again here because we want to get the data. Okay. Okay. Let's make it blanket for the first time. So what we're going this function gonna do is to it has a variable that has some objects in here because it has an array variable. It has a blank data object and a blank value here, and then we pass that variable into the returning of the view, which is the return view tag, and then this tag is a folder inside the view, inside the resources views folder, and then this should have a show file, of course, and then we of course, like I said, we put some parameter here because we passed this variable into the view. So let's try if we encounter some error. Ooh, so it has an error and it says that the view file does not found. So that means that we need to create the view. So as you see here, we already have two, so we don't have the show. So let's add that. Show that blade.php. Okay, actually for me we should also add a no, it's fine. I think it's fine. So let's refresh. So as you see, the error is not disappear, I mean, but we don't see any changes. So let's put some something like this. You should copy this create blade because the purpose of that is basically the same as update, and then we just need to change the route name to edit, which is method post, which is mapped in this route, this one. So we're already done, and then this one has a parameter ID, of course. Should expect have a ID here. So here, let's go, and then so what we're going to do is, of course, to use again the tag find, or maybe we can use where. Actually, if it's a primary, I think we can use find. Let's see. Let's try if we faced some error. So the ID is tag find ID. He said that the variable ID is missing because we here ID. So let's just put the ID here. So see, it doesn't have any error, but what we're going to check is that does this object inside this array has a value, or maybe it has a data. Let's see. So what we're going to do is to go to the show page, and let's try to echo, or maybe it's much great if we use it to echo it in the controller. Yeah, in a controller function. So let's try dd, guys. It's basically the same as var dump. Let's see. So I think it has some data because it it displays like this one. So now we are sure that it has the data, and it's only one object, I think. So we can now call that into the view. So here let's put some value, and then here let's echo the data title, and then let's just copy this one to the text area. Oop. And description. Okay, let's try. Let's see what is the changes. Oh, so you see, guys, so we already have the third part of the CRUD. I mean, the functionality of the CRUD that we need to do is, the first one is the create, and then this one is also part of the get, and then the other one is part of the get is this one, which is we get the data, and then one we get the data again. Okay, so what we're going to do next is, of course, we should expect that once we do the save here, we should expect that the data will also change in the database table. So right now I don't have that functionality yet, so let's do it. I think it's not hard, so let's try to change this as update. So back, and then let's see, okay, so update, and then of course after that this one should not add tag form. We should oops, we should remove that. Okay, so here should have been done. So we use the route tag edit and this one, so it is mapped here, so it is in the controller tag and then the update function. So let's put some okay, it's this one. Actually, guys, I think we've done some wrong thing. Actually, we can put it here, since the one we're going to do is to edit, but it's basically the same as we use the show, but this show should not be should not have a form. It should have just let's say a basic table, or maybe just a text, just to show the data. So let's try to change that. Okay, we don't need this one, I think. So for this one, let's just say that we have a title, and then of course we echo the data title, something like that, and then let's just break. Okay, and then the description. This one is created at, this one is updated at. So the description, created date, dated. Okay, and of course we should, like I said, it should be it should be read, so we're going to add another one here, and then should be show, and then the ID is a show, and then we should also add another route for that, since that's a show. So show, and then show, this one should be edit. Okay, let's try. Okay, so let's see. Oops, it's a little bit slow. It's because okay, so as you see guys, you have the information of the data, and so click the show. So that's the get in the CRUD. Create it, just the read one. This one is also the read one, and then the edit. Okay, the edit one is not yet. I think the edit has a wrong the wrong view to show, so this one is the edit one. Okay, let's see. Okay, good. So let's do the update. So here we see that it has the ID, so it's been here, and you just need to get that. It's very easy. Here you already had the request, so what you're going to do is just it's easy. Create some variable like here, let's say save equals to tag find ID, or let's just say new or not one, and then save title is equals to request title. Let's see if this syntax is correct. Description, and then save. It's not right, but let's see. Let's see data. Okay, let's try. Let's see what is. And then let's just redirect back with. Of course, it should be the same like this one. The width is successfully updated. Let's try. Let's see if it's working. Just let's see if it has a wrong syntax, or maybe I use wrong usage of the code. Oh, you see, it's updated. So let's go back to the list. Let's see if it changed. Oh, as you see guys, so now as you see, we've already done the update, which is once you click the data test update one, I got here, so test. Let's see if update. So as you see, it's successfully updated. Let's go back. Let's see. So it's updated. So what are the missing? What do you think is the delete functionality? So this one is very easy. I think we just need to click that, and we should go into remove the database by the ID, and we should expect that the data should be removed here. Okay, let's do that. Here it's like I said, it's very easy. So the syntax is just delete tag delete. So as you see, it's delete, and then you just put the ID as the parameter, and then just return redirect again, just the same as this one. But in the normal scenario guys, the deleting of data is not good. It should have a soft delete, I think, but For the purpose of this basic video, we are going to delete it in the database table. So successfully deleted, blah blah blah, something like that. So let's try if it work. So tags, delete. Let's see. Oh, so delete. So I think we have a wrong syntax here. It should be where, and then this one we are going to move that into the first one. ID, of course it should be ID, something like that. Sorry, ID, and then this one. Let's try. Actually guys, it can be also something like this if you have a lot of where clauses, something like that. You can do that, but since we just need the ID to delete, we're just going to use this one. So let's try again. Let's go back and then delete. Oh, as you see, boom, it's already deleted. So we can delete that also, the other one. Of course, as you see guys, it's deleted, but the normal for me, it's there are some missing in this. We should have some condition, like if there is no data in the table, we should see something like no data, something like so, no data or no tag yet, something like that, no tags yet in the database, in the table, something like that. So actually it's very easy, you just need to put some condition. So we should go to the tag list, and then here so see here see something like that. So here what we're going to do is we just put some if, at if, and then that end if. Of course should have an else, at else. Let's say here if count of the data is equal to 0, we should have but should have, of course we should have the same as this one, but we should only have one table row. And here what we're going to do is to call, let's say 6, something like that, and then we just need to put some more, but let's say no tags data found. Let's, so as you see guys, no tags data found, and then let's try to put that center. No, it's a basic HTML syntax guys. Actually you can also put some class here, and then let's say text center, something like that, if it works. Let's see. I think it's not working. It's not working. Maybe because calls should be, oh, not row, should be TD. Oh, now it should be calls like rows. Forget. Okay, also so that's it. And then this one is look like a little bit missing space here, or a break. Let's just put some here. We should add some HR. Oh, it's much great. Also at the top, let's see. Okay, no HR here. It should be inside. I don't know. Let's try. Okay, that's great. Okay, so guys, I think it's already completed for the tag. Oops, actually we can put some BR here, a lot of BR if we want. Okay, so we have a complete CRUD for our tags. As you see, let's try to do some another test of the CRUD functionality that we've done for the tag. So title, this is a tag title of tag, for example, programming. This is a tag programming description. Okay, so let's save and let's see. Alright, so as you see, it's successfully displayed and it was successfully inserted into our database tag table. And then if you want to show the data, okay, you have it, you see it. If you want to edit something like that, so it should apply, I think. Okay, so as you see, it's perfect. And if you want to delete, of course, I don't want to delete again and then just insert it again. Okay, so guys, we've done for the tag. So if you think that this video is helpful for you, especially to those people that has that has some interest in web development, especially if you want to learn Laravel, don't forget to like and subscribe to my video tutorial and to my channel, YouTube channel, I mean. And then if you think that it will also help another developer or maybe another student like you that wants to learn about web development using Laravel, don't forget to share this video to them. Okay, so that's it for today. And then what we're going to do next is to create our CRUD functionality about the categories and articles. So let's see it. Thank you.